was in Hobby Lobby a couple of weeks ago and I came across these crazy good deal on canvases. So it's a 2-pack canvas and it was really cheap. It was in like the clearance section, and I thought, why not do some acrylic drawings? I haven't done acrylics in a very long time, so I thought it'd be cool to do some, why not? So essentially what I do in order to get my drawing onto the canvas, because I don't have transfer paper and I don't want to like muddy up the canvas with all of my line work, I just draw on a regular piece of copy paper and then I flip it over onto the back, and then I like draw with like a ebony pencil or something, like a really dark pencil. You can even use number 2 if you want. Draw, like scribble all on the back with that, and then I put it face down on the canvas, and then I draw on top of my sketch with pen, and those pen marks basically transfer the pencil marks on the back onto the canvas, and that's how I get it on there, because I don't have any transfer paper with me. Now, it's been a very long time since I've done acrylics, like I've said, since high school. I want to say that was like my medium in high school, and I loved doing it, and then I stopped doing it afterwards. So I was like basing this a little bit off of someone that does acrylics all the time. And I don't want to say that I was like copying her art style, because I wasn't really copying it, but I was just like taking inspiration from the way that she does her acrylics and her colors and everything. So I'm not really the greatest with like light sources and everything, and it's been a long time since I've done that with acrylics, so I wanted to at least like not have to deal with that so much. So I like the way that she does hers, because they're very like flat, bold images. Like it's just a flat color. It's like almost like a comic book type of look, and I just like the way it looks. It's like very bold and very flat and just like solid color. So that's the kind of look I was going for. And this is Allolune on Instagram, and I will link all her information and whatnot. But I really love the way she draws her characters, and I like the way she does her coloring and her acrylics. I'm pretty sure she paints on wood and not on canvas, but I just love the way her style looks. Everything is just so freaking bold, and that's the kind of look I was going for. I just wanted bold color. So it has been I'm gonna say 9 years. I graduated high school in 2010, and it's about to be 2020. And for a little bit after high school, I did still work with acrylics. So I'm gonna go, I don't know, maybe it's been like 8 or 9 years, somewhere around there, that I've worked with acrylic paints. So it's been a long time. So do not judge me on my application and whatnot. It's almost like I kind of forgot how to work with acrylics, because I'm so used to working with inks that like that's the way I'm used to painting, and I always go for like the style that I'm painting. And I guess like the way that I move my brush and the way that I move my hand, I guess is kind of the way that I would paint with a watercolor or an ink. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I feel like I used to paint differently when I used to paint with acrylics long ago, many years ago. I feel like I used to paint with them differently. Also, these are not the best quality paints. I do have some artist quality or student grade artists, whatever they were. They're better quality than the ones I'm painting with. They were like Artist Loft, I think Artist Loft student grade paints. And those go on a lot more solid than the ones I'm painting with. The ones I'm painting with are actually craft paints, so they're like the cheaper kind. I mean, craft paint is usually pretty cheap. That's just the price of it. Like, it's always pretty cheap. Even if you buy the more expensive craft paint, it's not like crazy expensive, not like how like a professional grade acrylic would cost. But I definitely made a mistake doing that, and I should have bought real acrylic paints instead of just like artist acrylic paints, because I feel like this type of paint is made more for like wooden things or like crafty things. And so if you're putting it on a canvas, it's not very opaque. As you can see, like I have to do a lot of layers to get the color that I want, especially with the lighter colors. Like with her hair, I think I did like 3 or 4 different layers in order to get it like solid, and even then it's still not as solid as I really wanted it. But at that point I was just kind of done doing that many layers on it. So yeah, it was a little bit harder doing it this way. I want to say when I usually do my drawings, it can take me anywhere from like full sketch to the end. Like to sketch it out, it maybe takes me like 20 minutes, somewhere around there, 15 to 20 minutes. And then to do the actual drawing, that may take up like another like 30 to 45 minutes. This sketch obviously took the same amount of time because it was just a sketch, so it took me like 20 minutes to do the sketch. But then the painting process was like an hour and 45 minutes because I had to do so many layers. Like I was waiting so long for this, like for all my video files to finally like render themselves. And I'm like, what the heck is taking so long? Like, it never takes this long to render the files. And then I looked at the amount of time that the files were, because usually like when I upload everything and I look at the amount of time that the files are uncut, it's like 30 to 45 minutes of footage. Like, that's usually the amount of footage I have. When I uploaded it this time, the amount of footage was like an hour and 45 minutes. And I was like, what the heck? I was painting for that long? I mean, I should have known, because I watched like 2 episodes of Say Yes to the Dress, and those are 45 minutes. So I should have known that it took me that long, but oh my gosh, I was not expecting to take that long. So anyways, onto the actual art in this one. So like I said, I was inspired by Allolune's style of painting, but obviously I'm gonna just draw the way I usually do. So this is typically the type of drawing I would do, and then I would just ink it and do it all in inks and like fine line markers and all of that. But I just wanted to see what it would look like solid color. I wanted to know what it would look like. And actually the ending, it's pretty freaking cute. Like, maybe this is something I want to do more of. Maybe I want to do more of these acrylic paints. Maybe I'll get back into acrylics. The actual reason I wanted to do acrylics though was because I knew that doing acrylic painting was one of the things that was in my 2019 summer goals, and I did not get to it yet. So my list was, I wanted to do more of the Bestiary series, I wanted to do more of the Mental Health Monday series, and I wanted to do another, like more acrylic. I wanted to do like a different medium, because I used to love acrylics. So I wanted to do at least 1 or 2 more acrylic paintings, and then I wanted to do a larger painting, because I used to exclusively work in 18 by 24, and the size of watercolor I would use, the size of watercolor paper, was always 18 by 24. So I wanted to do another one of those. So I am checking things off my list, and it is still summer, because fall does not happen until the 23rd of this month. So I have some days left to get some more stuff done off my list, because even though I can transfer it to like fall and winter, I really want to like finish some more stuff on the list before summer ends. And this was definitely one of the things that I was excited to finish on the list. So I thought that it'd be cool to do, like, I don't know, she kind of looks like a superhero to me. Like, I debated about the hair color for a little while. I was gonna just do black, but then I figured, why do black when I do inks all I ever do is black? So it'd be cool to do something that's not black for a change. So that was my idea, that I was going to do a different hair color. And no, this is not supposed to be me. Yes, my hair is pink. This one is not supposed to be me. My little icon in the opening of the video is me, but this one is not. She's just a girl or a woman with a pink afro. And to me, she looks like a freaking superhero. Like, I think she looks so cool. I like the way she looks. And it's very rare that I will do a person in like a skin tone color, because I don't usually do skin tones in my drawing, because like I said, I usually do inks and everything, and the skin is usually just the color of the paper, and then I do my shading with the cross hatching and fine lines. So this was actually really fun to do like real skin tone, because even when I did use acrylics in my drawings, I still didn't do skin tones. Like, my people were always like green or purple or like orange. Like, they were always like these weird colored alien people, and they were never like a real skin tone. So I could probably count on my hands the number of times I've done like a skin tone drawing, which is weird. I think I should do more of those, because I definitely need to practice more skin tones, because like I said, this one is just solid color. So, you know, I should probably get into like shading with skin tones and all of that. But I'm already throwing myself a challenge with my Inktober thing, so we're going to tackle one thing at a time. So if you don't know, for Inktober, I'm going to be doing full bodies, which is something I am not very good at. So I'm going to be attempting to get better at those, and I'm going to be trying to doing the same character over and over again when I'm doing Inktober. So hopefully I'll get better at full bodies, and then once I get better at the full bodies, then maybe I can start tackling doing real skin tones and like the shadows and light and stuff in skin tones. Actually, I've been thinking about like making joining Skillshare, just so I can learn some more about that, because I went to in high school I had art classes and all of that, and after high school I went to like one art related thing. I had like a little scholarship to like this summer art program. I forget what it was called, but I want to say it was like 3 weeks, two weeks of like summer art thing, and that was fun. But it wasn't really a class to teach you things. It was more like a class to like do your own art and do your thing. So yeah, I definitely want to take some more classes. So I think I'm going to make a Skillshare and just take some like color theory and like light and dark and all that. That's the type of stuff that I usually don't do too well with, and I heavily use references when I'm doing like the lights and shadows on my drawing. So that's something I definitely want to do more of. So I'm probably gonna take a Skillshare on that. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe Bailey will we'll do another Skillshare video and she can give me a promo code. Anyways, this is what my final drawing looks like. I did a little editing just so I can upload it onto Instagram, because obviously I need the picture to be crisp, and I needed to edit it for when I sell prints, because I do put all these prints in my Etsy shop. I'm a little behind right now. I have a couple things I need to add to it, but I do sell all these in my Etsy shop, so that's why I edited it the way that I do in Krita, because I need the image to be edited for when it's ready to be printed to be a print. And also these are the images that I put on my Instagram, because I like my Instagram pictures to be very crisp. Anyways, that's all I have. I was excited to do this acrylic drawing. Maybe I'll do some more. I like the style this is in. I think she looks so freaking cute. So I'm probably gonna, I have 3 other canvases, so I'll do some more. Who knows? Not for my next one, because I definitely need to do another bestiary series. I haven't done a bestiary page in ages, so that'll maybe be my next thing I do. Anyways, I'm rambling now. Okay, bye.